Good Monday, everyone. Thanks for stopping by Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com because meteorology rocks, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith on this bright and beautiful second day of June 2014 with the daily video forecast discussion. And I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. The weather was sure sublime both Saturday, Sunday, and even today, where temperatures are starting out with lots of sunshine, a few cirrus clouds across the region, southwesterly winds taking hold across the region. Temperatures already rising into the low and mid 60s across the area. Dew points are still in the comfortable range this morning, and that's where we're going to start off with. As promised, this is a very pretty picture out there this morning. Clear skies on the visible satellite imagery this morning. Water vapor imagery showing the same thing. We've got a disturbance here out in the Midwest with a frontal boundary. This is going to be infiltrating moisture into the region shortly, but right now most of the region is dry in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere as well, and there's absolutely nothing going on the radar as well to start your Monday. Under those clear skies, temperatures last night or early this morning before sunrise dropped into the mid and upper 40s across the region to the low and mid 50s as well. Lucky you on a Monday to be going to the beach if you are. The surf zone forecast for the New Jersey beaches today, sunny, high temperatures are chilly though, around 70. Southwest winds at around 5, becoming south at around 15 miles an hour in the afternoon. The surf zone is about 4 to 5 feet with an east swell at around 4 feet. Surf temperature is chilly, it's around 60. UVI index, however, is high. It's at 9. You can get burned very easily within minutes without sunscreen protection. Rip current risk is moderate. A moderate risk of rip currents means wind and or wave conditions support stronger or more frequent rip currents. Always have a flotation device with you in the water and never obviously swim alone. There is no lightning threat for today. The next high tide at Atlantic City will be at 11:31. For Delaware, sunny skies, lower 70s today. Again, the surf 4 to 5 feet. And the UVI index is around 9. Very high and dangerous to be outside without sun protection today. We're approaching meteorological summer. Actually, we're in meteorological summer. The actual astronomical summer begins in just a couple of weeks from now. Surf temperature is in the lower 60s. No threat of lightning today. And the next high tide at Rehoboth Beach will be at 11:41 this morning. And if you're still suffering from pollen, which most of us are, the best choice is to actually go to the beach because that's where the winds are coming in from off the ocean. And, well, it's sublime, actually. So tell your boss to take the day off today because you've got severe allergies. They're on the high side, and they'll be in the medium side on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday with the chance of showers and thunderstorms. And on Friday, they'll be back up to the high side again. Since the weather has a major influence on pollen dispersal, the decrease is due to, in part, to rising humidities, weak winds, and expected precipitation again on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But for today, still, we're suffering. And the predominant pollens right now are grasses and oak. River flood forecast into the region into the 11th of June. We're not expecting any of the 78 total rain gauges here in the New Jersey, New York City, Pennsylvania area to be near flood warnings, although we do have one here which is questionable, still near flood stage, and this one is not showing up. Atmospheric soundings today over Sussex, New Jersey. Notice the temperatures are rising rapidly from the surface into the mid-levels of the atmosphere, and then they're stabilizing a bit. We have negative CAPE here. That means that most of the area is safe from showers and thunderstorms today in a very dry atmosphere. Look at the dew points here. This curve up through the mid layers of the atmosphere. Very dry air in place. Subsidence. Watches, warnings, and advisories on land and sea. We have a high rip current risk in effect through this evening for the New York waters, ocean beaches from Brooklyn to southeastern Suffolk County. Rip current risk is high. Surf height 4 to 6 feet. Lightning risk is none. Timing through 8 p.m. this evening. Then for the New York waters, here we have small craft advisories and hazardous seas now in effect until 6 a.m. on Tuesday, 3 to 6 feet on the seas from Sandy Hook to Montauk Point out to 20 nautical miles. And also for the New Jersey beaches, we have 3 to 6 foot waves. Small craft advisory and hazardous seas here in effect until 6 o'clock this evening. Latest Google Earth Streamline analysis this morning shows our deep upper level low well off the east coast and a strong high pressure ridge now centered over the Carolinas, pumping in warmer, more humid air across the Central Plains, where the cold front lies here back to our west, and just subsidence here. But in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, we have a strong southwesterly flow developing across the forecast region. And for the aviational weather deck this morning, basically VFR conditions, and there should be some cumulus with bases around 5,000 feet this afternoon, along with some high clouds, south-southwest winds increasing to 10 knots towards midday. Sea breeze may be near Atlantic City by early afternoon. We saw the sea breeze front work its way inland yesterday afternoon on Doppler radar. Tonight, VFR overall with some increasing clouds at or above 10,000 feet, especially north and west of Philadelphia. Any showers or a thunderstorm late should stay west of Allentown and Reading. Some local MVFR fog possible towards daybreak. Southwesterly winds diminishing to 5 knots or less. Tuesday and Tuesday night VFR early, then diminishing conditions with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Mostly VFR conditions on Wednesday. Wednesday night through early Thursday evening, poor conditions at times and showers and thunderstorms, and Thursday night through Friday again, returning to mostly VFR. This morning outside of Newark, 64 degrees already, humidity 56%, dew point 48, wind southwest at 6, scattered clouds at 25,000 feet. VFR conditions. Philadelphia, 62 degrees, humidity 62%, dew point 49, the wind southwest at 8, and scattered clouds at around 30,000 feet. VFR conditions. First week of June is Rip Current Awareness Week, and you can get to the latest information on training, media, and educational tools, real-life Rip Current stories, safety tips U.S. and worldwide, plus surf zone forecasts and other areas of information for you right at www.ripcurrents.noaa, N-O-A-A. This is a mistake in here. This is NOAA.gov. Here's our morning surface map from weatherroanoke.com, and digital atmosphere software shows the high pressure, like I said, right over the Carolinas, pumping in a southwest flow of air. There's a warm front developing to our west, cold front well out towards the Great Lakes, and this cold front is going to be slow to move into the area, and this frontal boundary here is going to become a little bit more convoluted as we go into the week, with chances for showers and thunderstorms once again. Lots of things to notice on the water vapor channel. Large scale view here of the North America, the Northern Hemisphere. We have our deep cut-off low, or a deep trough here, developing and increasing in strength across southeast of the Aleutian Islands here, south of Alaska. We have somewhat of a much more formidable subtropical jet stream, which is trying to get its act together here across the Pacific into the southwestern United States. It's not completely there yet, but it's on its way. This trough axis here, south of the Aleutian Islands, also correlates to this upper level low here across and off the east coast of the United States, with a pretty blocked up pattern indeed. Ridge access across the top into the Central Plains, and we had a deep cold core upper level low over the Gulf of Mexico. And this cold core upper level low is pumping in assuredly warmer, moist subtropical air into the region, where scattered showers and thunderstorms are developing here in the Gulf. This transport here, this high pressure ridge here, this low off the east coast, and this low south of the Aleutian Islands means a buckling in the jet stream, a blocked up pattern, and this area down here has me concerned for the expenditure of moisture across the region as we get into the later part of the week. Latest high-resolution rapid refresh model from Penn State Seawall site shows generally sunny skies throughout the forecast region, as few of the cirrus clouds across the region as we get into late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Showers and thunderstorms stay to our west, with generally clear weather over the forecast region. We have a southwest flow of air, and temperatures this afternoon away from the water will be in the low to the mid-80s, the warmest day of the week, probably. Maybe tomorrow is going to be similar, but probably not, with more showers and thunderstorms on their way and increasing southwesterly flow. But the sea breeze develops during the afternoon, cooling things off right along the immediate coast into the upper 60s and lower 70s. And that sea breeze front will be monitored very closely on Doppler radar this afternoon. The WRF model from Penn State Seawall site simulated radar reflectivity and cloud forecast going into the future here. Start off today, just a few scattered clouds, high variety, mostly sunny skies. Cooler temperatures along the beaches late this afternoon with rip current risk on the moderate side. Scattered showers and thunderstorms in the southwesterly flow. Developing across the region on Tuesday morning. Some of these will be in the area. They'll be light and spotty and scattered across the area. And mostly sunny skies again tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures back into the lower 80s inland, upper 60s and lower 70s right along the immediate coast with a southwest flow. And things get very interesting as we head into Wednesday because a weak cold front's going to pass through the area, and temperatures still are going to get into the 80s, lower 80s this week. Interior sections with high clouds. Could be cooler along the immediate coast, obviously, with any onshore wind, even downsloping wind, and just leftover convection here on Wednesday afternoon. The problem comes in with this frontal boundary that begins to soil across the area later Wednesday and Thursday, and what to do with it with waves of precipitation moving along it. Going to really have to pay attention to the forecast going into the first week of June because things are getting quite interesting with a very blocked up pattern, as we just mentioned. For today, high pressure is in control of the region. Slip south and east, southwest winds build across the region. First batch of isentropic lift showers and perhaps a few thunderstorms approach the region from the southwest during the day on Tuesday. Mainly clear of the area Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening across this area here. The grids are showing this in the forecast. Notice the flow becomes a little bit more zonal here with a blocked up pattern here. Upper low off the east coast and the northwestern Atlantic, high pressure to the south of it. And this is a very blocked up and convoluted pattern. Then we clear things out with one wave of showers and thunderstorms that move across the region, scattered about on Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening. Early Wednesday starts out dry. This is a mesoscale convective complex along the stalled frontal boundary here, and this races to the east, producing showers and thunderstorms from central and southern New Jersey through the Delmarva region, perhaps even light rain and thunder here in the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area on Thursday morning as well. And then that moves out. Second wave now across the southern mid-Atlantic region. High pressure zonal flow here. Heights begin to rise across the Great Lakes region. The heights begin to rise, but we still have a blocking mechanism here over the northeastern Atlantic down through New England states, which is causing this ridge axis here to remain south and west in a northwest flow aloft. And that northwest flow is an unstable flow where showers and thunderstorms will develop. Now, the ridge axis moves in by Saturday. Late week clears out, high pressure builds in. Things look good for the beginning of the weekend, but not necessarily so good. This might be a little bit of convective feedback here in the New England area on Sunday. We'll have to watch out for that. The big news is this upper low across the Gulf Coast states and the Gulf of Mexico that we talked about, and just that direct influence as heights build across the region here by these ridge lines here in the center of the high now off the New England coast. Another trough approaching in the polar westerlies here into the Great Lakes region. This is a convective storm system here. And then, of course, we have the subtropical influences here in the Gulf of Mexico. The GFS is indicating something getting going there. Might be minimal, but still the inflow between the high off the coast and the southwest flow, the polar stream, the subtropical stream here, influences of unsettled weather going ahead into the future. We could be dealing with showers and thunderstorms by the following week early again, and just subtropical rain and moisture here on southeast winds getting into the mid-Atlantic region. We're in for a volatile weather pattern coming up across the forecast region. So you're just going to have to pay attention, folks, because the weather is going to change altogether all too soon. For Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a pleasant and enjoyable Monday out there, and we'll be back in video form on Tuesday morning.